Who do you think wins in a fight, you or Prime Floyd?
Me.
No questions?
Why would you think that I would say Floyd? You know, that's one of my favorite fighters. But yeah, nah.
The boxing world just got flipped on its head because Floyd Mayweather is not talking exhibitions anymore. Nope. In a shocking twist, Floyd hinted in a recent interview that he is planning a full professional comeback. And the name he wants none other than Terence "Bud" Crawford. Now let that sink in for a second. We are talking about Floyd Mayweather, the undefeated legend, the man who defined the last boxing era, wanting to test himself against the guy many believe is the greatest of this era. And the fact that Crawford just gave his first words on the situation, yeah, the internet is on fire.
Will a win over Canelo put you ahead of Mayweather as the greatest boxer of this generation?
Listen, I leave the opinions to everybody else, but like I said, after this fight, when I defeat Canelo, I'm gonna be on Mount Rushmore. That's where I'm gonna be.
So let us break this down. Floyd is not just coming back for a payday. He is already rich beyond imagination. This is personal. For years fans have argued about who would win between Prime Floyd Mayweather and Prime Terence Crawford. Up until recently most people gave Floyd the edge. Crawford was amazing no doubt, but not on that money Mayweather level. But that was before Bud shocked the entire world.
Thank you, GOAT, because you are the GOAT of this era. Terence "Bud" Crawford.
Because after Crawford beat Canelo Alvarez, and not just beat him but outclassed him, the conversation changed. Suddenly, people were not just talking about Crawford as one of the best right now. They were calling him the best of the generation.
Terence Crawford is the best fighter on the planet. Pound for pound, he's that dude. In this 4-belt era, he is now the undisputed world champion 3 times over. 140 pounds, 147, now 168 pounds, claiming all the belts. You don't see people doing that very often. Going up against a guy who was perceived as being bigger and stronger, Crawford was strong. Crawford was strong enough to fend him off, strong enough to make him respect his own power. He used his jab, he used his distance. He had poise in the ring, he wasn't rattled. He backed up and moved when necessary and kept us different. He exchanged enough to gain respect when necessary. It was a brilliant, brilliant, masterful fight on Terence Crawford's part.
Both men Prime Floyd and Prime Crawford. And guess what? Canelo himself admitted it. He said Terence Crawford is better. That is the comment that set everything on fire. If you know Floyd, you know he does not let anyone else take his throne without a fight. And hearing the guy he once called easy work say someone else is better than him, that is gasoline on the fire. That is why Floyd is coming back.
You can take a guy like Canelo, this guy can do, he can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Cakewalk. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy. Y'all always disrespecting our fighters.
This is about Floyd reminding everyone why he is still the GOAT. Think about it. Floyd built his reputation on being untouchable. The perfect defense, the flawless record, the ability to beat everyone put in front of him. He did not have to have 70 fights or 150 fights or 300 fights. Did he not beat the most world champions? Yes, he did.
You know, I didn't have to have 70 fights or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
Now Crawford has people calling him the new Mayweather, the new definition of greatness. And for Floyd, that is unacceptable. A fight between these two is not just big, it is history. It is the battle of eras. The man who once ruled the game versus the man who rules it now.
Everyone is going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going out that much.
Now,
So what did Crawford have to say? Bud did not hesitate. He doubled down on what he has always said. He bets on himself every time. He acknowledged Floyd's greatness, especially his defense. Crawford even admitted there is nobody like Floyd when it comes to shutting opponents down. But at the end of the day, Crawford is clear. He believes if Floyd comes back, he might give him a run for his money.
Yo, yeah, so if he was pound for pound, Floyd was pound for pound. You or Floyd, who would have done that? Who would have won that?
Me.
Oh, shit, okay, I'm just asking.
Man.
Floyd was pound for pound before.
That would have been a hard fucking fight, though.
Man, me versus anybody. I'm gonna always say me.
Okay.
Come on now.
That confidence is not new. It is what has always made Bud special, but the timing makes it hit different because this is not hypothetical anymore. Floyd is seriously making moves toward a comeback.
You know, you said something about what fighters go through, and you've seen enough guys that the game is taken from. It's a hard game to get through. Can you get a better ending than tonight? I mean, really?
Not at all. Not at all. This is the top of the top. You know, Canelo is, you know, an all-time great. Like I said before, he's the last one.
He was the A side of the age.
There's no more Canelos, you know. There's no more. So, you know, when you look around, you say, I'm the Canelo. You know, I'm the face of boxing now. And I'm the best pound for pound fighter in the world, like I always been. You know, just gotta wait and see.
Here is where things get spicy. For Floyd, there is almost no risk. If he loses, people will say, well, he is almost 50 way past his prime, of course he lost. But if he wins, the entire sport gets flipped. Imagine the headlines. An old Floyd Mayweather beats the pound for pound king Terence Crawford. For Crawford, though, it is dangerous. This fight is make or break. If he wins, he cements himself as the greatest fighter of this century. If he loses, it is catastrophic. Imagine being the best in the world only to get beaten by a retired older Floyd Mayweather. His critics would never let him live it down. That is why this fight is not just another big money event. It is a true legacy fight.
I was excited to see Bud perform the way he performed against Canelo. I think boxing needed that fight. I think Bud showed up in the way he was supposed to. I think Canelo did as well. And the respect between the two men is what boxing is supposed to be. I can't talk about all the eras of boxing because I haven't seen them all, you know, but I've seen Hagler Hearns. I've seen Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvin Hagler. Like I've seen all of those things, and those fights were wars. Floyd Mayweather is the best boxer I've ever seen. He's the most skilled boxer I've ever seen. Bud, and this is just my opinion, is the baddest man I've seen wear boxing gloves. And here's why I say that.
RC.
Here's why I say that. Bud is extremely skilled, right? Yet not as skilled as Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather made people look foolish, right? And so if I had to say who's the greatest I've seen, and Bud said it right, the best of an era and the best of an era, it's Floyd. But when I watched Bud against Canelo, there was this extreme skill on display, and there was a level of crazy that's different. There was a level of, and Floyd's extremely tough. Go back to Shane Mosley and the 2 punches he landed early in the fight and the way that he embarrassed him. I'm not saying that Floyd's not tough, Floyd's not a bad man, but there was domination inside that ring we saw this weekend. And there's no fear in him in the way that he's attacked gaining notoriety. Bud's been the baddest man for 12 years, but no one gave him credit because he didn't go tell you he was the baddest man. He didn't market that. He just went out and fought and beat people and knocked people out. So he had to move up and take the bigger fights and the better fights, and he was Errol Spence, we realized just how great he was. Canelo cemented him on what is the two-headed monster that marks the greatest of the 2000s. Floyd Mayweather is on that, and Bud Crawford is right next to him. I don't think we have to pick on who's better. I think they both dominated their eras equally.
Hold up, limitless, niggas to me cap pinning it. I fought the head to witness it.
And stylistically, it is a dream matchup. Floyd does not rely on power. He never did. His greatness came from his defense's IQ and his ability to make opponents miss and punish them for even trying. Even Bud himself has admitted Floyd's defense is one of a kind. But Bud's biggest edge is that he is not just great at one thing. He is great at everything. That is what makes this potential fight so insane. Crawford, on the other hand, is a master of adaptability. He can switch stances mid-fight, change styles on the fly, and dismantle opponents whether they are brawlers, counterpunchers, or technicians.
Terence Crawford had the ability to fight backwards and stay composed, good defense, hands was always up, countering everything that Canelo was throwing at him. He was just a little more active fight. Canelo did hit him to the body, but it was pretty much all Terence Crawford.
I think some of what we saw from Canelo is what he's has to resort to now to fight. Maybe he's dealt with some injuries to where he's not as mobile. It's just the pattern that he's put himself in for the last, 6 to 8 fights. That same pattern is why Bivol was able to get him.
He did not allow Canelo to get inside, man. As soon as Canelo would get into that certain range, he would jab him. We didn't see any like lateral moves where he would throw, push off to the side, as we used to see Canelo Alvarez.
Canelo was almost smothering his shot because he couldn't stay at range with him. And Terence Crawford runs off counter combinations. It would be a wider margin if they fought again.
But before Floyd can even think about Bud, there is something else on the table. His upcoming exhibition with Iron Mike Tyson. Yes, you heard that right. Floyd Mayweather versus Mike Tyson. On paper it sounds crazy. Tyson is way older, way heavier, and way more dangerous in terms of raw knockout power. But this fight is not about competition. It is about entertainment. These two have had beef brewing for years, and putting them in a ring guarantees fireworks.
Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather is happening. What the f*** is going on? This is where boxing is in 2025. And listen, I'm not going to complain because I understand the layout of things. We already had Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. We have Jake Paul, Gervonta Tank Davis. This feels like the Temu version of it. And that sounds crazy because we have two of the greatest of all time about to participate in this, but both of them are about 30 years past their sell-by date in an exhibition bout in which their weights will be 60 to 70 to 80 pounds different. If you got on board with Jake and Mike, it was because at least they were going to weigh the same. I don't even know what to think. Someone on Twitter said it perfectly. Either everybody in the world is going to want to watch this or 10,000 people will watch it. Probably both men want a shit ton of money and they're being promised a shit ton of money, but it's happening.
Now let us be real. Floyd is way more active, way more conditioned, and way more calculated, so he should win. But here is the catch. If Mike Tyson lands just one clean shot, that could be lights out. And if Floyd loses to a 60-year-old Tyson, forget about Crawford. Bud is not fighting a guy who just got knocked out by Mike Tyson in an exhibition. That fight dies right there.
I think I would really kick Floyd's ass in the street fight. Wouldn't even be no match, but probably if I was his size in the ring, he would outpoint me, yeah. He has a really good technique for his style. Yeah, he's really great.
Floyd has to get through it clean if he wants the Crawford showdown. If Mayweather versus Crawford actually happens, we are looking at possibly the biggest fight in boxing history. Why? Because this is not just two great fighters. It is the fight that answers the ultimate debate. Who is better, the king of the last era or the king of this one?
Looking back at like Floyd's career, like him coming up in the era that he came up in, he had all them champions that he was able to fight, and that's what led him to be so great. You know, because he fought the most champions, beat the most champions. You know, got the most money for beating the most champions. So it's just like, man, he had this guy, back to back to fight, one after one.
Some say Floyd's too old, no way he can handle Bud. Others say Floyd's style ages perfectly. Defense and IQ never go away. But everyone agrees on one thing. If this fight gets signed, it will break every record.
It's wild, because like if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior wellights, bring him. Lightweight, he jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost the first fight, then I didn't, but then he won the rematch. But once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, yeah, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time.
Oh, yes.
That makes a difference to people.
Here is the bottom line for Floyd. This is about reminding the world why he is still the name everyone talks about. He has got nothing to lose. If he pulls it off, his GOAT status becomes untouchable.
No, absolutely. You ever heard me make reference to him and not call him champ?
No, it's true. He's the greatest. He's the. I've said that he's the greatest great. Like, I think he's better at boxing than like Einstein was at science.
Like,
he's just.
It's extreme focus. Like, you know, he chose that early. You know, and a lot of times with the dads, when the dads make the best babysitters, they're living vicariously through the kids. Like they take the kid to the gym, they go to the gym, and they building their own champion. You know what I mean? And then they turn. That's why him and Floyd Sr. used to get into it, because they're so much alike.
For Crawford, this is about protecting the throne. Right now, he is the man. He just destroyed Canelo, shocked the world, and cemented himself as the best of the era. But if he loses to a retired Floyd, his whole aura takes a hit. It is the ultimate high-risk, high-reward fight. And that is why fans are buzzing.
Canelo, just one, please. Guys, we gotta go. We don't. Can you elaborate on why Crawford is better than Mayweather? Just a little bit of detail.
Oh, he can switch. He's very smart guy. He's better.
Terence Crawford really does not need this fight, and that is the truth. After the Canelo fight, people were already saying he should retire because his legacy is complete. He has done everything there is to do in boxing, undisputed at multiple weights, pound for pound king, and now he went up and shocked the world by beating Canelo.
To be honest, when I set my sights on doing something and I know what I'm capable of, it's not like a surprise to me. It's a surprise to y'all because y'all didn't believe me, you know, but for me, I knew I could do it and I believed that I could do it. I just needed the opportunity.
Terence, when did you know that you were going to beat him? Over here on your left.
When he signed the contract.
He seemed to focus mostly on body punches, and you were hitting him in the head a lot. Was it your reach that gave you the advantage?
It was everything. You know, he wasn't hitting the body or anything. He was hitting my elbow because I was blocking it. But, you know, I think I was...
That win alone stamped his place in history forever. At this point, he can hang up the gloves and his legacy does not change. If he does come back, it has got to be for something monumental like a mega money fight with Floyd Mayweather. But even then, what does that really add to his resume? Sure, Floyd brings the money, but Floyd is pushing 50 now.
But I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever... Keep it real, boss. Keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. I always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fighting. Yeah. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll beat it.
Well, you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll beat his ass. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
Like plotting.
I ain't never been that type of person ever.
Even if Crawford beats him, the debate will never end. Prime Bud better than Prime Floyd? That is a question no fight today can answer. So Crawford is really at the stage where he does not need anyone. He has already cemented himself as one of the greatest ever.
Who's the best boxer, in your opinion, right now?
European?
No, world. Best fighter in the world, yeah.
I think it's Terence Crawford.
Many believe it's you. Many believe you're the best fighter.
No, I'm not the best fighter of the world. It's Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford, number one, yeah?
Yeah.
So that is all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And do not forget to share your thoughts in the comment section. Stay tuned and we will catch you in the next video.